Welcome back, Future Medicos. Yesterday, I posted a video on CMC Vellore starting registration for the year 2024 for MBBS admission. Post that video, I started getting a lot of questions related to the cutoff marks for CMC Vellore in 2023. In fact, I have posted some videos earlier about the cutoff marks, but those were like combined with other colleges and other categories. So people are a little bit difficult to find the exact video where they can find what is the cutoff for CMC Vellore. So I thought I will post a video where I will be specifically talking about the cutoff marks for CMC Vellore in 2023 for all the 100 seats. So I will tell you what is the cutoff marks for government seats as well as management seats. And within government seats and management seats, again, we will see the subcategory, what is the cutoff. So come, let's go and see the video. So as I told you, there are two major categories when it comes to CMC Vellore, government seats and management seats. For government seats, only Tamil Nadu students are eligible. Other state students are not eligible for the government seats. Whereas for the management seats, both Tamil Nadu students as well as other state students are eligible. Now, within the government seats, there are three major categories. 7.5% government school quota. So this is the reservation for government school students. You should have studied in government school students. Then you get 7.5% reservation. And then 92.5% general quota. So that is the general quota where any Tamil Nadu student can compete. You don't need to be a Christian. You can be a non-Christian. You can compete in the general quota. Then the Tamil Nadu Christian quota, where there are 20 seats that are allotted for Tamil Nadu Christians. For this, you need to be a Tamil Nadu native and you should be a Christian. When ரெண்டு கண்டிஷனும் fulfill ஆகணும், ஒன்னு நீங்க தமிழ்நாடு நேட்டிவா இருக்கணும், ரெண்டாவது தமிழ்நாடு கிறிஸ்டியனா இருக்கணும். So you need to produce the nativity certificate as well as the religious minority certificate for this third category. So when it comes to management seats, again, there are three categories: minority network, CMC staff quota, and open seats. These three categories, there are specific requirements. Minority network, you should be sponsored by a diocese or you should be sponsored by CMC Vellore. For the list of churches or dioceses which can sponsor candidates, look at Annexure 1 in the prospectus. Then CMC staff quota, there are 10 seats for which you should be a child of staff working in CMC Vellore. Then the open seats. The two open seats, there is no restriction. Anybody can compete. You can be a Tamil Nadu student. You can be a student from other state. You can be an NRI. You can be an OCI. You can belong to any community. You can be a Christian. You can be a non-Christian. You can be a Muslim. You can be a Hindu. Does not matter. For the open seats, anybody can compete. Now let us look at further community-wise for each of the category. For example, in government seats, for 7.5% government schools quota, of course, they will follow the community-wise reservation, where they will be talking about BC, BCM, MBC, SC, SCA, and ST. And then the same goes for the 92.5% general quota. There will be community reservation. Whereas for the other categories, the community does not matter. You can be from any community, but you should fulfill the other requirements. Then community does not matter. Now let us look at the number of seats provided for each category in 2023. This seat distribution will change in 2024, particularly for the government seats, because the community reservation will change because there are not a lot of seats. There are, like, for example, under government school quota, there are only 2 seats. So the reservation will change every year. The last year, 2022, if you look at, there was a reservation for OC candidate and BC candidate. Now, 2023, they have given reservation for BCM and MBC. Now, 2024, who will get a seat? Whether SC will get a seat, SCA will get a seat, ST will get seat, or again, OC and BC will be given the reservation. That we need to do some calculation. We need to look at the roster and then find out. That's a different calculation. I will talk about that in some other video. But as of now, I will talk about the cutoff in 2023, for which only BCM and MBC candidate have been given seat. Other category, under 7.5% government school quota, there are no reservation last year. Similarly, under the 92.5% general quota, there are only 28 seats. And last year, OC got 9 seats, BC got 8 seats, there was no reservation for BCM. Of course, if BCM students score well, they could have got under OC, but they don't have a specific reservation last year. Because BCM, the reservation is only about 3.5%. 3.5% out of 28, it may be less than 1. So that's why in some years, you may not get it. In 2022, they gave 2 seats. In 2023, they gave 0. In 2024, most likely they will again get some reservation, BCM students. MBC last year, 5 seats. SC, 5 seats. SCA, there was no seat reserved last year. ST got 1 seat. So coming year, probably ST may not get a seat. SCA may get a seat. Once again, as I said, I will do a separate video to predict the distribution of seats. I will try to do that. Of course, I don't have the exact roster of Tamil Nadu, but I will try to do a separate video. But as of now, let's look at the cutoff. Last year, what was the cutoff? And then Tamil Nadu Christian quota, there were 20 seats. So that makes up 50 seats. Government seats, total 50. 2 for government school quota, 28 for general quota, and then 20 for Christian quota, total 50 seats. Then when it comes to minority network, there are 38 seats. CMC staff quota, 10 seats. Open seat, there are 2. Once again, the management seat, total 50. So it's a 50-50 split between government and management distribution. Now let us look at the cutoff marks in round 1 and round 2. After round 2, there are no vacancies in CMC Vellore. Mop-up round, stay round, there are no vacancies. By round 2, all the seats are closed. Most of the seats are closed in round 1, but there are some movements in round 2. So I will show you the cutoff for round 1 and round 2 for each of the category. Now for the 7.5% government school quota, BCM category, the round 1 closing score was 434. And MBC, the closing score was 415 marks. In round 2, there is no movement. So basically, the 2 candidates who joined the college did not leave the college. So subsequent rounds, there are no vacancies in government school quota. First round itself, it's filled and then that's it. Forget about it. Now, will this be the same cutoff in 2024? Nobody knows. Past performance has no connection to the future performance. In 2024, this cutoff may come down or may go up. It all depends. We cannot predict, but this is just to give you an idea. Okay, just to give you an idea. 434 marks for BCM, 415 for MBC. And of course, most likely 2024, these 2 categories will not have reservation, most likely. Okay, now let's look at the general quota. In general quota, open category, first round cutoff was 675, BC 655, MBC 632, SC 584, and ST closed at 367 marks. Quite high cutoff for most of the categories. Let's look at whether there are any movements in round 2. Yes, there are some movements in round 2. Open category came down by 10 marks to 665. It closed at 665. And BC came down another 10 marks, closed at 645. Whereas there are no movements in any other categories. So if you look at the cutoff, OC 665, BC 645. So even for Tamil Nadu candidates, it's not easier to get into CMC Vellore. You need to have a very good score to get into this college. Now let's look at the Tamil Nadu Christian quota. There are 20 seats for Tamil Nadu Christians. In round 1, it closed at 601. And in round 2, it came down to 600. Once again, not a lower score, right? Quite high cutoff, 600 plus. Now let's look at the management seats and cutoff for minority network. Minority network round 1 cutoff was 421 and round 2, there are no vacancies. Round 2 onwards, there are no vacancies. Now, one thing you need to understand, minority network is not a single category. Within that, there are 38 different categories. Each diocese will have a different cutoff. Now, I don't have the diocese-wise cutoff. Unfortunately, that breakdown is not available for 2023. So 421 was the last candidate. It does not mean every diocese will get a seat at 421. Say, for example, if you are from Kerala diocese, typically the cutoff is more than 600 marks. Tamil Nadu diocese, the cutoff may be more than 550. So in some dioceses, the cutoff could be quite high. Whereas in some dioceses, maybe like something from Northeast, probably the cutoff may come down. So don't look at this 421. Your diocese, try to find out if possible whether who got the seat in your diocese last year. If you can find out what is the score. but unfortunately, I don't have that breakdown. Then CMC staff quota, round 1 closed at 523, and then there are no changes subsequently. 2 open seats, quite high cutoff, 681 marks was the cutoff in round 1. Round 2, it came down to 665. So this is the information related to CMC Vellore cutoff marks in 2023. I hope this information is clear. But once again, I remind you, don't be disheartened looking at the cutoff. The cutoff may come down this year or go up. We don't know. But at this stage, if you are a student watching this video, your focus should be to get a good score on the exam. Don't look at the cutoff marks. Your preparation cannot change based on the cutoff marks. Focus on your preparation. Try to get as high score as possible. Don't get distracted by looking at the cutoff marks videos. Those are not really necessary for you at this point of time. Wait until May first week, finish the NEET exam, and then probably you can start looking at the cutoff marks videos. But right now, don't look at these and then get distracted from your preparation. Your focus should be, how do I improve my marks? If I'm getting currently 500 marks, my next target is, how do I increase that to 525? If you are getting 600, try to look at how do I increase from 600 to 625. So your focus should be to improve from where you are rather than trying to, say for example, if you are getting 500, there is no point of looking at 665 and then trying to reach 665. It's going to be extremely difficult. So don't stress yourself looking at the cutoff. So I hope that this video is useful to you. Bye-bye.